Yo, 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 check, check, check. Check one,
There you go.
two. My people's in the building, all my listeners at home, new Patreon members, everybody that's listening from anywhere. I appreciate y'all. Welcome back. It's no podcast name. I guess that's the official name. It's an unofficial official name because I really still don't have a name and I'm not sold on it. But that's what we going with.
Hey, man, you feel me?
You know what I mean? And if you don't know, we're sitting down talking to beat makers, hip hop artists, people who push the culture forward every day. Um, and no stranger to that list of people is my esteemed guest today. One of the best doing it, one of the best MCs, beat makers, producers, taste makers, vibe fellas, writers, you know what I'm saying? Visual artists and just visualizers of, you know what I mean, what's going on around. We got Oakland's very own Fiero in the building. What's good, Brody?
Come on, man. That was a crazy intro, bro. Right on.
I'm
What's
going
up,
off
my
the
guy Q, man? Salute, salute, all the way from West Oakland, man. Shout out Philly. Shout out everybody.
see.
Shout out the world, unless you a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good caveat because they're out there. Um,
Hey, but you could also be a piece of shit with a good heart. That's me.
nah, bro, you're just a good guy with a good heart. Don't give him that. Don't give him that, bro. Anybody that's ever met you be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Nah, that's a good dude right there. Um,
Nah, man, you feel me? We leveling up, bro. It ain't 2018 no more, man.
nah, bro, we doing
We
shit a little
doing
different.
good nowadays, man.
Upgrading the gray matter, as they say.
You
Um,
feel me?
and yeah, man, coming all the way from West Oakland, man. I just had to before I even go anywhere. How is the Bay treating you? You know, I miss it dearly every day.
Oh man, we miss you out here too, bro. It's crazy out here, man. Life is lifing right now. You feel me? We got the mom and pop shops closing down, the small businesses, the economy's crazy. You feel me? The rent is
The
crazy.
rent
I'm
is
trying to make it
too
out
damn
here,
high.
but hey, I love it nonetheless, man. We in the West, bro. I love being here. I love being in Oakland. I love the whole entire Oakland, the Bay Area. But you feel me? West Oakland is my home, and we surviving. It's beautiful though, man.
Yeah,
In one way or another.
that's something about Bay Area people, man. I don't care what part of the Bay you in. You are hustling, yo. You are on the clock from the second your eyes open. You got to really, really go get it every single day out there, cause yeah, the rent is super not cheap, and the fucking
Absolutely,
the
man.
gas. When I left the Bay Area, gas was $7.75. Mind you, that was the pandemic, but I shit you not, the gas station next to my crib was like $7.50 and up. I was like, bruh.
Yep. Yeah, bro. Luckily, we haven't seen it. We ain't seen it that high since the pandemic, but it's still, you feel me, in the fives and shit like that. Probably
Man,
like the high four nineties around there, 495. But luckily, we ain't hit like 6 or 7. I remember that, man. Times was crazy.
times was crazy, bro. It was like, all right, I could either go to the store and buy groceries or I could do none of that shit. Cause even just getting to the store gonna run me like so I don't even want to think about. I was in the crib just eating thoughts and prayers. But the
Nah,
bay,
real shit, bro. You step out the house, bro. You about to, you feel me? That's an automatic hundo.
that's a ticket. Every time you walk out
It's
the crib,
crazy.
bro, in the bay,
I
you
swear.
that's a hundo. Easily.
I be, I be tucked now, bro. I be tucked, man. I'm a straight just homebody, man. I used to, when I was working, you feel me? Shout out unemployment,
Hell
but
yeah.
I'm about to start this new job next week though. But we good, so we good. You feel me? But
Let's get it.
when I was working hella hard, like I'm talking about earlier this year, man, I was juggling 3 jobs, bro. And I'm talking about just straight homebody, go to work, come home, chill. Sometimes I'll be too tired to even like make a beat and shit, but I had to find that little, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
The little time I have to myself. I wanted it to myself. You feel me? I ain't had no energy for people to go hang out, especially since I've been sober almost a year now, bro. Like I can't. Everybody just want to drink. You feel me? I can't. I just can't be out.
That's
Everybody
incredible,
want to
man.
hang out at the
Congrats on
bar and
that.
shit.
That's
It's
fire.
crazy, man.
That's super fire, man. I'm proud of you on that. We used to definitely hit the Pacificos up quite a bit.
Yeah, hell yeah, I appreciate you, man. And you feel me? I definitely, I've been sober, but definitely don't. I'm not like one of those people that's gonna ever feel above it or nothing. You feel me? Or like look down on any drinkers. You feel me? I'll still be at the family parties and shit,
Yeah,
having
man.
my non-alcoholics. No pun. A
Right.
little non-alcoholic coming soon, by the way.
Non-alcoholic. Yo, man,
Hey.
bro, wait, now, cause you always in battle rap mode, bro. Like you see the world like it's like that meme, bro. You just like looking at shit as like as bars, like constantly. That shit is fire to me.
That's hella funny, bro.
But
Yeah, it's a habit, man. You know, I did that shit for like what? I was battle rapping for like 15 years, maybe
man, and battle
14
rapping
years.
well, bro. For those that don't know, like Nam was really one of them ones. Like when I first met you, you were actually preparing for a battle.
Yep,
And
I
I
was
remember
doing
you
that.
spit the whole first round. This is like the minute that I met you. You was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting ready for this battle." And I don't know if I asked you or if you just like started going off, but you just like did the whole round. And I was like, "Yo, who the fuck? Who is this guy, man? This dude is crazy."
Yeah, I remember I was showing you guys a little bit of the. I think I only had a first round by that time, but yeah, that was like 2021. I think I was getting ready for the this King of the Dot tournament.
Yeah.
And that happened to be the last time I battled. Well, I did that whole tournament that year, and that lasted from like July 2021 till December,
Mm,
and I haven't battled since.
damn.
Crazy.
Well, you did lend your voice, didn't you, to one of like the cartoon joints, or was that before?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was like after that. That's probably like the only thing I've done.
That's a battle,
Um,
bro. That battle lives in my mind rent free. That shit was
yeah,
so funny.
that was the burrito versus sandwich rap
Yeah,
battle.
yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
the homies from
Yeah,
Rap
man.
Off battles,
Yeah,
Frack, Pass,
shout out
Ilmac.
Frack and Pass, man. There's some heavy MCs and battle rappers in the Bay, man. People need to never ever sleep on that.
Absolutely, bro. It's crazy out here, man.
Frack
It's a
doing
lot of
big shit.
everything, man. It's a different styles and like you feel me. I know people just be people only be like mostly familiar with the I mean, which is like the main, you feel me, the main shit out here. Obviously people know it's for the hyphy movement and all that shit. You feel me, the old OG shit, the E40s and shit. You feel me, but the Mac Dre's and all that. But it's definitely, especially nowadays, it's definitely hella different styles going around. You see hella different shit. You feel me? I don't do the typical, me. I don't do the typical. So to speak, Bay Area style. But I am definitely still inspired by it. I was definitely a kid of the hyphy movement, and I still go back to my slaps regularly to the shit I was listening to growing up. You feel me? So don't ever think I'm like downplaying any of that. You feel me? I'm just in a whole different. Like I said, people doing different shit out here, man.
Mm-hmm. And no, he's still going dumb, bro.
Hell
He's
yeah.
still going hyphy on your wifey and shit.
That's what I said. I said, you feel me? Still going dumb.
Man,
Going dumb without dumbing it down. I said that in a song recently.
that's tough. I love it, man. I love the Bay. I love the seemingly like infinite like reverence that the Bay has for the Bay. Like they don't need nobody else to fuck with them out there. And I really respect that because some other places you go, you know, you just kind of feel the air of they're like, man, we're not on. How come nobody's paying us any attention? The Bay don't give a fuck if
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
pays them attention because the Bay got the Bay, you know?
yeah, for sure, man. Like out here, like you feel me. The support community is a big thing. Sometimes it could be a little, you know, performative or whatever.
Yeah, but that's
Not
anywhere.
going, not, but yeah, that is everywhere for sure. But like for the most part, I think a lot of people do support each other out here. I try to support all the homies. Um,
Yeah.
try to do. I've definitely had my fair share of hating on certain shit that I just wasn't vibing to, but I'm trying to just like instead of like putting like bad energy out there and hating on shit, just hey, let it rock. It ain't for me. You feel me? Let me just support what I support, and you feel me? Because I don't want no like bad like energy or like karma or whatever. You feel me? Like I don't want people like feeling that way about me and shit. Even though if they do, it's whatever. I know that what I make is not it's not the usual like what people are used to out here.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be real, um, the community aspect out here is definitely one of the best that I've experienced, and no bias. Like I know a lot of people, I've lived in different areas, and there's been people that, the locals talk down on their own, you feel me, like the community wise or whatever, not being all it's, you feel me?
Yeah, that should be
And like
sad.
out here, it feels like really like genuine for sure. Like
Absolutely,
that's
man.
yeah,
And yeah,
that's one thing I do like about out here, man. Like, but yeah, man. Um,
yeah, they
I
be
feel like
showing
I'm
love,
trailing
bro.
off.
Nah, you good, bro. The base shows love, and it's interesting that you mentioned that, because you're right. It's not necessarily the sound that people would associate with it. But I was talking to Inspector K the other day, and he from
Uh-huh.
Atlanta, or he stays in Atlanta, and kind of similar ideas. Like, oh man, you making this like kind of boom bap, like more soulful sound. Not that nobody in Atlanta has ever done that, because obviously people
Right,
have.
right, right.
But people associate, the trap sound, or like when they get to the Bay or even to LA or wherever, you get regional sounds in your head. But this sort of thing that we do, this like, you know, I don't even know exactly what to call it, but this sort of sound exists literally
Yeah, I
everywhere.
have I have trouble like putting it under a. I mean, even though like I would say my shit is like heavily East Coast influence for sure. Like you could, I mean, that's like a given, that's obvious.
Mm,
But you feel me? Like a lot of people, like when it comes to like the rapping, like you feel me, or like even just the lyrics and shit. I try to like showcase like my beat choices. I want to say are heavily like East Coast influence, and I get that a lot, and I won't deny it. Um, But even like out here, like in the bed, like especially in the '90s, a lot of people were rapping over like samples and shit too. But like it was more obviously like, like gangster rap and shit, or even
right.
like folks um like Jay Stalin. He rap around a lot over a lot of samples and shit. But like I said, it's more like you feel me? Obviously not like boom bap, more like just gangster rap or whatever, for
Mm,
lack of better terms. But you feel me? My shit is definitely. I give credit to the East Coast for sure for like my the type of beats that I like to rap over, and like the type of like sample choices I go for. I'm sure you know this. Like I'm more like I feel like the boom bap is more for like, and I love drums. Don't get me wrong, but I'll be on my drumless shit a lot too,
heavy.
or like just like soul chopping and shit. Um, I don't do too much. I do rap over like certain beats like that, but I don't do too like on the nose like boom bap like on some like Griselda. Nothing like against that. That shit is hard. I love hearing that type of shit. You feel me? But my personal preference is just like I like to rap over oohs and ahs. You feel me? I need a
Yeah.
nice vocal
Yeah.
sample,
Yeah.
and and obviously I rap over anything. But that's like my person. That's the type of shit that makes me like get like really open up on the beat, like feel free and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, man. That's a you really said it perfect. You do be rapping over oohs and ahs, bro. Like a lot of your beats are really oohs and ahs, and they're so good, man. Like them shit, they always sound fun. Anytime I see, it's certain motherfuckers I scroll right past on the gram. You know what I mean? No shade, whatever. Like I'm like, okay, I see you do. I'll even like it, but I'm scrolling. But when I see you post a beat, I like always listen because like that shit just, you know what I mean? It does the thing, man. It just sounds like it sounds real good and familiar, and it's got. And I was gonna ask you about that, because you're obviously influenced by a lot of West Coast and Bay Area music. So then, what do you think in terms of your production? Like, kind of steered you towards more of like an East Coast sound, like when you're making beats.
Just getting into like just getting in like when I heard like when I was listening to that type of music, it was just like a whole. Like I said, I grew up heavily like when I was a kid. Obviously, I love my Bay Area shit. I was out here in Oakland, grew up in Oakland. I'm like but I was more like my brothers were listening to like I grew up listening to like Cash Money Millionaires because of my brothers,
Mm.
and like even though that's like a whole different, you feel me, New Orleans, all that shit. Um, but I was always listening to radio. Like I was all about the fucking whatever mainstream radio, which is it's crazy now. You feel me? Because of like I was like all that shit that was on the radio. Like I was all about it. All the fucking top 40s, whatever you want to call it.
That was a
And
good era, man. We had some good
but then
radio shit.
and then obviously, yeah, for sure, especially back in the day, you feel me? I was like I was listening to like Busta Rhymes and shit like that on the
Yeah,
radio, fucking Pastor Kavasi, yeah, I remember like
crazy
shit
ass
like
beat.
that, bro. Like whatever was on the radio, and if I liked it, I only mention that song because I have like a memory of like listening to that shit on a tape recorder my uncle gave me on the radio station. You know the little tape players used to have the FM radio on them and shit too.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, just to like I just wanted to like let you know like the shit I was listening to growing up. Obviously, the whole hyphy shit, like I was all about it. I first started making beats. It was all like hyphy shit, like just straight like hyphy fucking fast paced Bay Area shit. But I was also playing like I was also hella into like I never skated personally, but I was always like infatuated by like skate culture.
Mm.
And I grew up on the Tony Hawk games, and you feel me? I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Like Tony Hawk had all the fucking, you feel me? The mad villains and the hella shit on there,
Yeah,
all the underground shit, all the
yeah,
LPs, ASAP Rock.
yeah. Bus driver on that shit. They had some
Yeah,
crazy shit
and
on
like
there.
skate videos would have like hella shit too. You feel me? Like hella like underground songs, shit like that. But then I had homies that I met that was skating. They was all about, skating and like hip hop damn near go hand in hand, and they was all up on that on the fucking East Coast shit, you feel me? Like the fucking boom bap shit or whatever, the Wu Tangs or whatever.
Mm.
Um MF Doom though, like I was all like they were showing me shit like Wu Tang, obviously Gang Starr, shit like that. I was getting put on. And then from hanging out like at the skate park with the homies. And this was by the time I moved to like the Fresno area. I moved to
Oh, word.
this small town called Dinuba, like 40 minutes south of Fresno when I was like 15. And I was hanging out at the skate park and people were there like the homies, the skater homies was just putting me onto all this underground shit. And I feel like I'm giving you a long ass story,
Nah,
but
nah. I'm sitting here
basically,
interested, bro. This is good shit.
once I heard this so cliche too, I'm sure everybody, but I mean, I'm not about to fucking change up my story for nobody, you feel me? But once I heard MF Doom and I was smoking weed, and it was just like, fuck, bro, like what the hell?
Yeah.
Because funny story, like I accidentally heard Doom before my boys even like actually put me onto him.
Mm.
I was on the LimeWire and I was trying to download. Funny enough, I was trying to download a Millie by Lil Wayne,
Classic.
and LimeWire sometimes would like trick you. People would put like the wrong titles,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I thought I downloaded the song, and I started like, and I'm listening to this weird ass shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? And like, if I remember correctly, it was either Dead Bent or it was Accordion.
Wow.
One of those were the first songs I ever heard by Doom,
Somebody was doing God's work with that shit right
bro.
there.
Like real shit, bro. Like, and I just remember being mad as fuck. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then, like a couple years later, my boy, like, I started smoking weed, and my boys is putting me on to this shit, and I'm like, wait, this sounds familiar. You feel me? Like, I think I've heard this like somewhere, and then
Wow.
I pieced it together. But, anyways, MF Doom, obviously, I'm sure everybody else like listening to his beats, his music, it just like had a whole different like it really was like a spark in my head of like, oh, like what the fuck am I doing? You feel me?
Well,
And that goes along with like hella other underground shit that I was just already listening to. Because of my boys, you feel me? Shout out my boys, all the skater homies who put me on to shit. Um, excuse me. Yeah, and even then, bro, I was still like in my hyphy bag though. Like I was still making hyphy beats and shit. But once I discovered like, I was obviously like I was hella into the samples and shit because of like the music I was listening to. But the way I was using FL Studio, hella limited. I didn't know shit. Still like I had been using FL probably for like 3 years and I still didn't know like no not how to sample on there. or like you feel me, do hella shit. All my beats were like from scratch, from like you feel me. I was
Right.
just making little melodies with the keyboard and shit.
Right.
Um, with the actual
The
keyboard, like
actual
on
the
the
QWERTY
like the
joint.
typing keyboard.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember, I think once I found out how to sample, bro, on FL, it was game over, bro. Like I don't think I made a fucking, and this might be a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't think I made like another beat from scratch for like years, bro. Once I found out how to sample, I was like, I'm looping shit up, I'm adding drums to it, and like I was going crazy, man. And yeah, bro, I was like, the rest is history, I guess, man. I don't know.
That's so
And then,
fire.
well, like it's funny because yeah, I was doing the Doom shit or whatever. Like that Doom obviously had a big influence on me. But once but it wasn't until like probably when was it, bro? I got put on to Rock Marcy like in 2015,
Mm.
and that was like a whole nother shift in my fucking shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like you feel me,
Yeah. I know
like
exactly what you mean.
once like I heard my boy showed me Reloaded in like 2015, and this is like in the middle of me and him recording a project. Shout out my boy Nesto.
Mm.
We have a project out there on my Bandcamp. It's like it's only on Bandcamp right now. Um, little EP we made, but like in the process of that, while I was writing to his beats and like, cause he was making hella shit like that, just drumless like samples. He don't want to put me onto the SP, and he was just like literally just taking like loops from like vinyl into the SP, and I didn't know what the hell he was. You feel me? Like,
Right.
and then he showed me Reloaded, and then from there, I feel like I just like you feel me. I feel like once I heard rock, it was like, all right, that's like a whole nother fucking, mental shift. And then, like, I'm sure like those are probably like the two big names like everybody could mention. You feel me? MF Doom, Rock Marciano, and I like to think like my influences being like a little bit of because MF Doom being like the nerdy, you feel me, comic
Mm.
book nerd, and like which I'm like kind of you feel me. I fuck with like comic books and shit. I'm not like a hell like crazy into it, but like I just love that whole aesthetic. You feel me, the whole nerdy side of things, and then Rock Marcy being this whole fucking just fly fucking pimp shit, like smooth talker. You feel me, like
Right.
I try to like I feel like that's I don't know. I try to do like a little bit of both, man. Like
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like those are like two of my biggest you feel me? You hear their beats and like I'm sure you could hear it like when in my production or whatever, you feel me? And I'm not a fucking I try to like do it like in a way where I'm not like specifically like biting shit. Even though sometimes I catch myself like, damn, this is a Rock Marcy ass flow. Let me chill. Hold on, bro. Let me chill. But I try to, obviously
Hey.
everybody's influenced by somebody, but I try to like, I put my own twist of things, always and shit. And I think, that's the way to do it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it comes across, bro. I mean, I don't think I like. It's like you said, everybody's influenced by somebody, and some people like kind of wear their influence on their sleeve. I don't think it's wrong to have influences. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like a non-vicious situation where you're just like trying to literally just be somebody else. It's like nah, like we all
Yeah,
get
for sure,
influenced
bro.
by the greats. You know what I mean? And
Sometimes you could like, sometimes you do that shit subconsciously, bro. Like sometimes like you gotta, like I said, I be catching myself sometimes. I'm like, bro, I'm like this, like I sound like I'm rapping too much like rock right now, or I'm rapping too much like Bodie right now, even though the lyrics might not be even nowhere near the same, but
right, right,
you can
similar
feel like the
pockets.
flow and like vocal tone, and so I have to like kind of dial it back or like you feel me, do some other shit because I don't feel comfortable being on some. And even then, I might have like let some of them like slide too. You feel me? Like fuck it, like
Yeah, I
the
mean, and
way the
then
flow that I had in mind is too cold for like to like dial it back or something. And I'm
yeah,
not going. You feel me? But
you gotta let that shit go. But then, like
yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
like when it comes to the production, there's only so many different ways you can approach, like a drumless type of production. Now, granted, there's a lazy way to do it and there's a less lazy way to do it. But outside of that,
Absolutely.
it's really not. We're not reinventing the wheel. Like if you want to rap over a loop, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's kind of
Yeah,
an open
that's
format.
real. Yeah, and that's real shit. And like when I like even when I first dropped like my first like official, self-produced. Like once I changed my name from because I used to battle rap under the name SM,
Mm.
and I used to rap under that name in general. I was like, it was just some name I had from like, I was doing graffiti with that name, and it ended up, anyways. Um, once I changed my name, this I had a whole like, you feel me, moment during COVID, like right when the lockdown started. I was just like, man, I need a name more personal to me, and you feel me, and like, um, anyways, like that's around that time I worked on my Looper EP, which
Word.
dropped later in
Love that
like
joint.
December 2020. Right on, bro. And you feel me? That was like my, that was just straight loops, no drums, no chops. And for the longest, I was just all about like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just looping shit. This shit easy. Like, this shit sounds good, and it makes me want to write to it like right away. You feel me? A lot of people be hating on the loops and shit. A lot of people love it. I'm a fan of both the loops and the chops. I like to go back and forth on it now. Now that because I started getting into the chops and shit, like probably 2022, 23, I started learning how to chop and shit and like get better at it. So now I try to do it more frequently just to like, you feel me? I feel like a part of me be like, just so people won't like say I'm not actually like making a beat or whatever. But even
Yeah,
though
but
like
you
I don't
gotta
really give a fuck, like if I fuck
right.
with a loop and like I haven't heard it nowhere, I'm gonna like just rap over that.
And
Or even
even if
like I feel like I improved a little bit with my drums too. So now that like sometimes I'll add some drums on them too, you feel me? Like just to make it a little more okay, I actually did something. You feel me? Whatever.
yeah,
But I still go back to my lazy loops, whatever. I use the SP mainly for like looping off straight off vinyl and shit like that. You feel me? No, nothing added. And but yeah, then I do my chops and shit. I go on FL. I use the SP for like as a MIDI on FL.
oh word.
Do my chops on there and shit. Yeah, man. And I forgot what we was talking about. I think we were
Nah,
talking about that.
something, yeah, there's something about that. Hold on, wait, I don't even know. I'm on a different tab now. Shit, I got like literally like 40 tabs open, but it's in here
Yeah,
somewhere.
I got my term. I be trailing off.
Nah,
I
bro,
just be
that's
yapping,
cool.
but my foot.
This is a podcast, bro. This is about talking, man. If niggas
We
don't want to hear
talking
us talk, they click the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
for
Um,
sure.
but I think I think I've been talking to a lot of like rapper producers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And for better or worse, respectfully to all parties involved, I just feel like y'all seem like a well-rounded bunch. Like it seems like you have the certain kind of piece that comes with having two outlets. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Absolutely, man.
if you have to rely too heavily on one of the two things, sometimes it becomes frustrating. You're like, I rap so much and I don't make beats and I need beats. Or like I make
Yeah,
all these
man.
beats, but like nobody's rapping good enough over them. It's like, you know what I mean? All my rapper producer homies are like real zen in that way.
Yeah, it's a constant little like it's a constant. I don't want to call it like battle. Maybe a battle, like little, like it's a constant like back and forth for me. Like you gotta have one once once you hit like a little mental block or whatever, like a little slump when I'm writing, you always got the beats to fall back on, so you still be creative and shit, and not feel like you're not doing anything or
Yeah.
not being creative, not making music. So I'll go to the beats for a little bit. Then I hit a little slump there. Okay, maybe I had enough breathing room to like write some more shit or whatever.
Mm,
Maybe I went through, you know, this a week of like going through shit, and it makes you want to write some shit. You feel me? Like
right.
it's good to like go back and forth to it. You feel me?
Well, I think it's
Have something to
I
write
think it's funny because like a lot of people rap and make beats, and you
to.
can even to like the most casual listener, you might be able to understand how those two workflows work with and against each other. But you're in a specific position of like battle rapping and making beats, or you used to battle rap, and
Yeah, I
so you
used to
know
battle rap. I was always making music first, and then I got into battle rap just from being a fan.
that's crazy,
Um,
man. Because I always say that's like a hard ass skill set. You got to be thinking on your toes. So it's like I feel like does the battle rap skill set as opposed to just the rap skill set, like does that specifically kind of influence your artistic processes in any ways? Like are you battle rap minded, like you know what I'm saying?
man, like I'm not even to keep it a bug, bro. Like I'm not even like the battle rap shit. I was doing it mainly to like say cool shit, like say a lot of things that um maybe don't work in like music or whatever. Even
Mm,
though it's helped me in a way to like I can make a punchline out of anything in a song because of battle rap,
right.
and it has to be like, and by anything I mean like it don't sound like I'm fucking. I don't have to make this punchline about a person in a battle. Like you got to make a punchline kind of related to a person. Even though like in my later years, I was getting lazier and just kind of just barring out, doing what like everybody was doing. You feel me? Just the gun bars and just I just want to come with metaphors and punchlines. That was my main thing. I just wanted to say cool shit,
Right.
have like similes, punchlines, all this shit or whatever. um, but it was always hella like limited. It's very limiting in a battle
Mm,
rap round, especially like when I was like really like into it, like toward like in the beginning when I was like just hella like, oh, I want to fucking, you feel me? I'm trying to be the best or whatever. Um, it was cool. I was able to like write around and like you feel me, like hella quick or just hella inspired or whatever. And I feel like because around the time I started, um, I feel like battle rap was kind of, there's no shade to like battle rap now, but like I feel like battle rap was kind of like at its peak
mm,
around the time I started. I wouldn't say like at its peak, but it was like it was my favorite years personally. Like, and so a lot of my favorites, like I would watch a lot of my favorites, and I would get like hella inspired. But basically, without saying like battle rap is hella limited to like, oh, you could only like say certain things, you can get away with certain things, and like people expect it to be just all about your opponent. You got to focus on this other dude for like a month or two, whatever, however long you
it's
prepare,
it's kind of
and
romantic.
then and then you only go and say that shit once. Because if you recycle in another battle, motherfuckers, it's not like you performing your set over and over. You feel me?
Right.
Like doing shows or whatever. People are gonna like,
Right.
obviously. I mean, and especially if it's like tailor made rounds to an opponent, then there's no reason why you should use it to anyone else. But sometimes, people just come with those general bars, punchlines that could be generalized to anybody. You feel me? And obviously, people do recycle. I've done it before. Sometimes I've gotten away with it, but if people were to catch you, like when the big names were getting caught, like they're just like, you feel me, just hella frowned upon, like talking shit and
Yeah,
all
you
this
getting
and that.
shunned.
It's just very limiting. Like music, my songs,
Right.
I can say whatever the fuck I want, man.
Yeah.
And I'm it's in like, but I would say like I was talking to my boy about this recently because it'd be like I'll be writing for a song and like it'll be like hella like punchline heavy, hella like you feel me like my battle rapper side is coming out and like I try not to like I don't feel like I do like my music be like shadow boxing. Obviously, everybody does the throwing shots at rappers or like you
Sure.
feel me like rappers be this, rappers be that.
Right.
Obviously, that's like a part of the comes with the territory, whatever. But like there be times where like it's like blatantly like damn, I got hella little like wordplay similes and like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Like I like doing that shit. I like mixing in the bars and the punchlines with just my regular, just me being me or
Yeah, it's
like life
fun.
shit. You feel me?
People like
I'll
that
never go
shit.
too deep or whatever with my music. I'll never get too personal, but I definitely like sneaking in like little personal shit or little. You feel me?
Mm,
And I mix it in with the bars and the punches and like, but like I was saying, like it be times where like yeah, battle rap helped me in a way where I can create like a simile or a punchline in a song, just about anything, like even just like um, I'm trying to think of like a bar I said in one of our joints where I was like
bro, the
something about
fucking
stay with the beaters, like what I say, like the shoes. When I talk about my shoes, like I'm wearing beaters and
oh,
like.
Wait,
stay with them.
was
It's
that the
like
Joey
pastry
Waters joint?
chefs or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like
That shit,
little simple. You can make a punchline out of anything. I
bro.
mean,
Whenever
little
you
simple
send a
things. You
song
feel me?
back, like every
Uh,
single time, like going back to when we were working together in Oakland and shit. Every time I'd be like, "There's always a bunch. Like the whole verse be fire, the hook be fire. You know what I mean? It's good, but there's always the one." And when you sent the joint back for Living Room, I was dying because he was like, I was fucking dying, like, fat guy, but I make her laugh. Maybe that's why I had to ask if she was trying to get the strokes last night. And I was
you
like,
feel me? And
that's
even that's a fucking. You feel me? That's a little like kind of a battle rappy punch, I guess. You feel me? Like it's just I don't know. Like
that
there's
shit
just
is fun,
ways to
man.
like really,
It's really fun.
you know, like Cobb, bro. Cobb did it all the time. Cobb's wordplay
Constantly,
is insane.
all
Like
the time.
but his shit was just super like his shit was
That shit
like I
is
don't even
dense,
know how to
man.
explain it, bro. Like
It's like a secret text. It's like a
yeah,
holy tome. That shit
it's like punch heavy, but like it's like punches that it's just like hard hitting real shit. You feel me?
just
Like and the way
haymakers.
he did it with his words is just like bro, like what he say? Like this is a fucking bar. Like he says, this is one of my favorite bars like of all time. Not just by him, but like he says he says ain't bold enough to hold your gold and a you out your element.
Yeah,
Like
they air you out,
bruh,
bruh.
AU
The
being the
AU
gold element,
out your.
you feel me,
Come
on the
on,
periodic table or whatever.
yeah,
And
that's very
like
battle
that
rappy.
shit's a fucking that's insane, bro. And like you could do shit like that. I mean, that kind of sounds like something you could tell to somebody in a battle, you feel me?
Definitely,
But like
definitely.
he would do that shit with like with any little just talking about his life shit or you feel me the whole comparison between um like what's that album with Animos, one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
albums, rap albums.
Orpheus
Um,
versus Sirens.
yeah, bruh. That whole shit just comparing like the street life to like the
Yeah, the Greek
those
fucking.
yeah, the ancient Greek times or whatever. Like
That's one of the
the
craziest.
all we worry about is the sirens.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah.
whole thing, bro. Like it's crazy. That whole fucking just to just giving examples of like how you could like you feel me like you could really say like real just I don't know make a punchline out of anything in a song. The freedom to like not even just punchlines, but like you feel me like metaphors, similes, all that shit. And I don't know. People call battle rappers like some of the best writers um in rap or whatever. And I could see it. You feel me? I could definitely see
Of course.
like why you know, but like at the same time, it's just hella like limiting compared to like trying to make music. I used to
Right.
after a while, I used to like because my headspace for battle rap was like not even like near close to like when I'm making music. I'm more worried about like myself, being myself, trying to you feel me? Trying to say in a way like I'm still trying to say cool shit or whatever, just trying to be slick or whatever, but it's more like my shit be like just introspective fly shit. I don't know. I don't know
That's the best
how
way to.
else to put
That
it,
really
man.
is
Like
the
I
way to
try to
put
be
it.
fly, I try to be introspective, I try to be like you feel me? A little
Shit,
bit of
super real.
everything. And I would try to sit down when I knew I had to work for a battle or write for a battle. I remember I'll be sitting down and like I'm so inspired, bro. Like I just want to throw on a beat and make a song.
Mm.
And I'll be like, bro, like I could be putting all this time and energy into my music right now.
Right.
And it got to that point, you feel me? It got to that point. So, and I was like that for years. And I still was just making it happen, like preparing for a battle, maybe like 2 days before the battle even happened.
Mm.
When I had a whole month to prepare and shit, just because you feel me, half lazy, half uninspired, and half being drunk all the time. And
Mm. That'll
so it
do
got
it.
to that point where I'm like, bro, like I really just don't. Like I really just want to make music. My headspace is like I'm on some other shit right now.
Yeah, might as well just make
I was
songs.
supposed to stop right before the time when I showed you that round in 2021
Yeah.
when I was doing the tournament. I hadn't battled since 2019 at that point, and my folks shout out Ilmac. he like convinced me to join the tournament. There was 100K on the line. I was
Yeah, I
like, all
remember
right,
that.
fuck it,
Yeah, I need
shit,
that.
I'll do it. And even that, bro, like the 100K didn't really push my pen like that. Like I did really good my first battle. I won. But even after that, um, it was just like, bro, if this 100K is not moving my pen, bro, like I don't think this shit is for me. You feel me? I made it pretty like far into the tournament, you could say, but then I lost because I was uninspired. I couldn't write for this shit, and just I hadn't battled ever since, man.
Man.
Yeah, to answer that question, long story short, fucking yeah, battle rap definitely has like it still has like a it still in a way like inspires like my pen, like the way I write and shit with my music.
Mm.
It's just more having more of that freedom though, you feel me? Like just having more is being able to just like write about anything and make a punchline out of anything, like kind of out of thin air, and not have to be about a certain thing. You feel me? Not a certain thing that's gonna sway a battle rap
A
crowd and shit.
crowd,
You feel
right?
me?
Yeah, and they could be fickle, bro. They don't, if they didn't like the last bar, they might not even fuck with a good bar that came right after. Like it's a crazy. It seems like the hardest job
Right,
in the
bro.
fucking world. Yo,
It's
did
kind
Pass
of
win that
hey,
joint?
bro. It's hard to like. You never know, bro. Because I'm talking about sometimes I will write a hard ass punchline in the battle, and I'm thinking this shit gonna fucking hit, and
Uh
it'll
huh.
fall flat, and
Right.
then it'll be the setup before that that goes crazy.
Man, somebody sneezed at the wrong time, and it just seems like a delicate fucking. I don't know. Wait, but did Pass win that joint? Who won that?
I think that one specifically, I think Paz made it to the damn, was it that one? Yeah, I think it was Paz and Bill Collector.
That's right. And
And I
Bill
feel
Collector
like
from Philly, if
Paz
I'm not
definitely
mistaken.
got robbed, but
Damn, Bill Collector from Philly, right? Or am I making that up?
yeah, yeah, he is.
Oh man, that means I was
And I
torn.
might just
Shout
be
out
a
to.
little biased, bro, but like
I can be biased
obviously
too.
like people are Bill Collector is a he's a beast for sure, man. But
Yeah, for sure,
um if you watch that battle, bro, like Paz was just
bro. Pass is
Paz has
crazy.
always been like laid back, but not even laid back. He got crazy energy, but
Yeah,
he's not like overly like people go for like that crazy performance,
yeah. Bill be
like
like
animated
animated.
shit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
People
yeah,
love that shit.
yeah, yeah. Cause Pass,
And
bro. And shout out Passwords, man. Matter of fact, Password. I met him through you actually. We were in Oakland at some show.
oh yeah, fucking was that at Crybaby? Or
I don't think it was. I feel like it was somewhere random as shit. I don't know why. I feel like it was just some random. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even
yeah,
know. Um.
that sounds familiar, but
Yeah,
shout
I feel
out
like.
Passwords though, man. That's the homie, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole band.
Definitely.
And you know what? It's interesting. Speaking of battle rappers, because it's like a lot of battle rappers make music, and the stigma is like that they don't make good music or whatever. But your music's very
Yeah.
good. And I'm curious to know: do you know any battle like do mad battle rappers make beats? Is there like a
Mm, yeah. One person that comes to mind is Marv One. He a Detroit legend. He
oh, for
was
real?
like, yeah, that's like. Do you know Marv One?
Only by name.
Yeah, he's like straight like he been battling for like since like back in the day. He's like homies with like Eminem and shit.
Mm.
Like he was in the 8 Mile. I think one of the deleted scenes. He was in that movie in the crowd too. You can see him. I think like in the like when they doing the battles and shit.
That's fire.
But yeah, he's a dope battle rapper, and he's a crazy producer, and he makes good music and shit. He be like on that. You feel me? Like pretty much like the type of shit we make.
Right.
He actually, funny enough, he was one of the first people that reached out to show love on our project.
Oh,
He
for
had hit me on
real?
Twitter about it.
Damn,
Yeah. He was like,
man.
he's fucking with that project. And I was like, okay, that's dope. You feel me? And then we talked about like working together because the production styles, we damn near on the same page and shit.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's who else producer. Damn. I know there's a few, bro. It's hella like people slipping my mind right now, but
I feel like in order
But
to battle rap, you gotta just rap. You gotta just
for
fucking rap.
sure.
Like if you ain't got time
But
to
as
be
far
making
as like
beats.
battle rappers making music though, Pass for sure like makes great music.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, that's hella like that's definitely like a the little stigma about battle rappers.
it's a shame, man. I need all the battle rappers to get together and like and just really start making some crazy beats and some crazy hooks and just really kill them,
Yeah,
man. Kill the
for
stigma
sure,
because
man.
I want that for the.
It's a lot of them out there, man. If you
I
I was
gotta
a
tap
part of
in.
like these little like compilations. Shout out the homies from Ruin Your Day, Avocado,
Mm.
Clayton. Ruin Your Day is the homies from they're out in LA. They're they were putting out these compilation albums with like a bunch of battle rappers that made music, and I was able to be on all three of them.
Nice.
Shout out my boy. I got some joints with my boy Reverse Live.
Hell yeah.
Also a crazy battle rapper and also fucking makes crazy ass music. Um,
Shout out
that's
Reverse
another one
Live.
I could think of. Shout out Reverse. Um, yeah, man. If you check out those projects, they're called Ruin Your Day Volume One, Ruin Your Day Volume Two, Volume Three. They're on Spotify everywhere, and
Word.
you can hear a lot of the battle rappers that make dope music and shit on there.
People might like to know that, man. People might like to
Hey,
know.
you
Um,
feel me?
yeah, bro, that's what's up. I was gonna say because I know you say you make beats with the SP, but have you like done any MPC production at all? I remember that fucking 1000 that was in the lab, Nimson's joint. I wanted to
Man.
buy that shit so bad, and I think about it every
Oh
day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that I never like I had a 1000 recently. I bought it off the homie for hella cheap, and I kind of just didn't really get to figure it out. That one that you seen in the lab, he had Nims had a shout out Nims. He had sold it to the other homie, but or he let him borrow it, and it turned out to be kind of like busted or something. Like it didn't really work right.
Yeah,
But so I don't even know what ended up happening to that though. But to that one. But the homie, like I want to say, like a year ago, one of the homies sold me his for hella cheap, and I just like I didn't really have like the time to like figure it out like that. I'll be so caught up in my workflow that I'm like, you feel me? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah.
Even though I like to learn like the SP, like I learned it after being so caught up with FL Studio and shit. But the MPC just seemed like, bro, like you know
It's
what?
way different.
And I remember, shout out Mons Rock, the God, my boy Mons Rock. You know Mons.
Come on, man.
He fucking. I remember him like being hella juiced that I got one. He's like talking about he been trying to get his hands on one and shit. And he had just mixed my whole project. The Come On Man that dropped last year. He had
Love
just
that
mixed and
joint.
mastered my whole shit for the F, bro. And I just remember, I remember him saying he wanted one, so I shot it to him. I said, "Hey, man," I just gave it to him. I was like,
Bro,
"Do what you do with this, man. You feel me?
that's
Make me
love,
some
man.
beats off of that or something. You feel me? But it's yours and shit." So he got that shit now, bro. I didn't really,
That's love, man.
um, yeah, man. And I remember watching you work on the live, bro. That shit made me want a NPC live so bad, bro.
Love
And
the
I
live.
remember I had it in my cart for the longest, bro, and I couldn't find myself to like, you feel me, pull the trigger. But and now they got the live three out.
Man, they doing too much. Respectfully, with
Hella
all
expensive, bro.
respect to,
Like, god damn.
it's like, bro, the only reason why I say that, because it's nothing but love and respect for Akai, and they do really cool shit. But I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
man, think about all the shit that has already been made. Like, everything can be done with what we already have. You know what I mean? Anything that gets made from this point forward is extra. You know what I
Right.
mean? To me, it's cool
What
to
did they
have.
add on the live three? Did they got like the stem separation, or was that on the second one?
They already had stem separation. Well, it's funny because who was I just talking to about this shit? I'm like, I didn't even look at it. I didn't look at the specs because I'm like, I don't got it, bro. I ain't got the bread right now. If I start
Yeah,
looking
that
at it,
shit
I'll be
like
like,
1800, bro.
I'm like, if I start looking at it, which is reasonable. That's honestly not a
Yeah.
crazy price for what it does. But if I
Uh-huh.
start looking at it, I'm be like, all right, well, if I save this much, bro, I do not need it. Like, but it's cool because it has like a 4-way velocity sensor on each pad, so like each pad has like you can hit 4 pads in one pad. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, what? Damn.
And then that full Beats by Jay Black, shout out to him. I would really love to speak with him one day. But he's like the really insane finger drummer. And he was like, people keep asking, how is this ever going to be useful? I'll show you. And then he just does the craziest shit you've ever seen. And then I'm like, all right, bro, well, I understand how it's useful to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is
Right.
my
Right. Right.
regular
I'm
ass
not a
gonna,
fucking finger drummer, bro.
bruh? He was making it really, really, really make sense, but I'm like, bruh, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. Realistically, I'm just not gonna do it.
I didn't even, bro. Honestly, I didn't even know it was a thing, bro. I was scrolling literally today. I was scrolling. I don't know if you fuck with Zans.
Oh
That's why I
yeah,
usually like be copping equipment and shit from it.
shout out
But
Zans.
shout out to you, feel me? No, fucking sponsor me or something. I don't know.
Please, for
But
the love of God, bro. If any of y'all motherfuckers, if
but
a
I was
Sweetwater
scrolling
rep
looking
is
because they be
listening,
having software and shit on there too.
oh
Like, and
bet,
I was looking to see if they might have like a cool, like cheap copy of addictive drums. I'm trying to get on that little, you feel me?
yeah,
But
I'm with
I
all of
was just
that.
scrolling and I seen NPC Live 3. I was like, what? When the fuck did this drop, bro? Like,
Man,
what?
I don't know one motherfucking person that got that shit in real life right now. With all due respect, bro, I'm just saying. DiBiase
Bruh.
probably got it. You know what I mean? If I need to, if I need to fuck with it, I'll pull up the sack. Somebody got that shit at Flip It Beat Club probably. But
Yo, but yeah, watching, bro. When I was watching you on the live, bro, making beats, like he was making like beats, like 5-10 minute beats, bro. I was just like, what the fuck? And then like I think DB got the two. I think he got the live two.
yeah,
And I'll be watching them sometimes click up on that shit, and like I'll be like, damn, it just be reminding me, bro. Like I had that shit in the cart when it was on sale. It was the retro edition. Like it looked like the NPC,
I
the
love that one.
2000, the gray one.
I want that, John.
And it was on sale, bro. At the time, I think I could have got it for 12. And this was like 2 years ago, and it was just in the cart for hella long. I just never pulled the trigger, bro. I'm like, cause I'd be like, you feel me? Like, what if I don't? Like, kind of like what I did with the 1000 I got from the homie. That one I
Right.
ain't stressed too much over because I paid like maybe he gave it to me for like 150, bro.
Oh,
Like
that's
hella cheap.
crazy, man. That's
And
fire.
and that one I wasn't really tripping over. Like, you feel me? Hey, mine's gonna do way more. He know what the fuck he doing. You feel me? He gonna make me some beats out of it. Maybe you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like I was kind of just like afraid if I spend hella bread and not dedicate. But I feel like maybe knowing that I spent that much, I'm gonna have to
Yes.
fucking dedicate my time to it and like learn that shit though. You
Yeah.
feel me? But
I've gone through that a little bit myself sometimes. Certain shit I've spent bread on that I'm like sitting looking at right now that I'm
yeah,
like, should I go get this bread back? But then I'm like, nah, bro. I need to fuck with this thing and like figure it out. But you know what? For your purposes, honestly, I think you might have made the right move. I love your setup with the 404, and like
yeah,
looping stuff. Like MPC, perfect for chopping stuff, perfect for drums. But you said it yourself, bro. You loop stuff. It's not real drum heavy, and the
yeah.
404 is like,
I'm very, very minimal, man. If I do my drums and shit, I just do it on the FL, man. I do when I chop shit up.
right.
I use the SP as a MIDI controller for chops, and like I fucking you feel me, the drums too, and I just do all that on FL.
Yeah, you
And
don't need
then
shit else at
yeah,
that
the
point.
SP, I just do straight loops off the vinyl and shit. I got the little setup right here at the crib.
You don't need shit else
Not
at
too
that point,
complicated.
man. That's what it is, man. And people love the sound. You got a very signature sound, and every time I hear it, I be like, "That's what's up." And I really love Larazo. Was that on the most recent joint, or that was another one?
Oh, La Raza's on and I appreciate you, bro, for real,
I
man.
love that
Likewise,
beat.
bro.
I love that song. First time I heard it, I was like, "Damn, bro! Like that's what's up." Like you know what I mean? Like that shit just really
That's on
felt like
the what was that shit? It's called rapping in non-English. It's
rapping in
like an EP that
non-English. Yeah,
dropped
with the
2 years
with the
ago.
Bad Bunny joint.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only joint I produce on that. It's just a loop. You feel me? A
bro, I
little
love that beat.
Spanish loop.
Love that song. I love
Right
Larasa.
on.
You know that. And man, before we get up out of here, I'm gonna do the lightning round and ask you the questions that I ask everybody. Um,
Damn.
you know what I mean? Put the hot seat is on.
All right.
And normally this is when I scroll through my notes app to make sure that I remember them all. But I'm putting myself in the hot seat. I know the questions; they're not even hard. Question
All
one:
right.
What was the first thing that you ever made a beat on?
FL FL Studio, Fruity
That's
Loops back in the day, 2003, man.
that's
Sixth grade.
that's been 90 to 95% of the answers I think have been FL. Shout out FL.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
question number 2: what have you been making beats on most recently? I think I know.
Still, FL SP404 MK2.
Shit
You
don't
feel me?
change. I
Hell
mean,
no.
we
Ain't
stay
broke.
right. We stay down
Unless
till
it's
we come up over here,
mixtape.
man. And Non Fiero really my man. If y'all don't know this, bro, like shout out Non Fiero before I, you know what I mean. We damn near at the end, but I have to say this, bro, because like you showed mad love. You know, I was literally in unfamiliar territory. I moved out to the Bay and didn't know nobody. And you
Come
were
on,
one of the
man.
first people to really show love, man. You and the homie Side Quest and like Chop and just like all the homies, man. Mons Rock, just shout out everybody, but shout out you, man, for real. And shout out West Oakland, man. It's always love to me.
Appreciate you, man. Likewise, bro.
But
You
that was
already know, man.
yeah,
I
you
gotta go fuck with you out there soon, man.
you
I
know what
keep
it is,
saying
man. You know what it is. But that was a brief aside, my fault. Question
it.
3. Are there any production techniques on your production device or DAW of choice that you think maybe some people might not know, or that you think might be helpful tips and tricks for someone doing what you do?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have a my techniques is like not even. I want to say it's complicated because it's easy, but it's complicated to a way where like I'm sure there's like a way easier way that I could be doing shit and not be going like the long way.
Hmm.
It's like I don't even know how to explain, bro. Like if y'all seen like if I was ever on a rhythm roulette, bro, I'd probably be like, man, y'all gonna have to bear with me, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be there for a minute, bro. Don't show
But
any
like
clocks or any.
techniques and shit, like fuck, I don't know, bro. I use I've been on a Serato sample, but I don't do the find the chops. You feel me? I
Right,
don't I don't
right.
use I when it first dropped, like I was using it a little bit, but even then I was still like moving around like certain. You feel me?
Yeah, you have to.
I'll be off just the Serato sample through FL. Um, I definitely don't press find my sample anymore. I just do my regular. You feel me? I find a loop. I find the perfect loop that I like. If the loop's not perfect enough to like just loop it, then I'm gonna find how do I say, like if the loop is perfect, I'm gonna let it rock as a loop. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But if it's just like a dope loop that I feel like, oh, maybe it could use some chops or whatever, then I'm gonna run it on there and I'm gonna fucking do my little lazy chop. You feel me? Like on the SP,
Right.
run 16 pads and shit, and then just find some fucking. You feel me? I don't think it's nothing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people use this method and shit. It's like a common. You feel me? I just do the lazy chop, bro. I'm not like a overly complicated. You feel me?
That's what's
Just
up.
find that perfect loop and you feel me?
Yeah, man. Hey, we don't got to like I said, we don't got to reinvent the wheel. And even if what
Yeah.
you're doing is a little bit more like regular to the the way that it's typically done, I think there's
Yeah.
there's like listeners, man. I just keep thinking about the listener who just sat there and was like, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? Like it's a light bulb moment for somebody. And
Right.
that's
Right. Right.
that's literally why I'm
And
doing this shit, man.
when
Um
I say like only reason why I say like my process be hella complicated, bro, because it's just like like I be doing the 16 bars on the FL Studio, the pattern mode.
mhm,
I got my 16 bars and like sometimes you feel me, just when I try to do the MIDI drums and record on them, like I always just run into like them not perfectly like looping or whatever, like the drums especially.
right.
And I always got to do like these readjustments and like this got to do hella shit. Got
Mm.
to re-record the drums and shit and like and for some reason, if anybody out there listening and can help me with this, bro, whenever I connect the MIDI, the SP as a MIDI, like it automatically like when I hit the pads with the drums specifically, um, it'll play like the drums like on the lowest note possible, like the root note.
Right.
And now knowing how the fuck to fix that shit. Like
I
I
think you
always have to
can.
like move the fucking notes myself manually on the piano roll.
No, I
And that
think you
should be
can
pissing
mute.
me
I
off.
mean, I think you can map a octave shift to your controller. I
See, and I think I tried to do something like that when it was first happening to me because you feel me. I just started using the SP as a MIDI on there like maybe 2 years ago,
mm,
and I remember looking it up, and I tried to do something like that, but it wasn't like you feel me. I don't think I figured it out, but
no, there's a fix out there. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that shit figured
nah,
out
for
because it
sure,
can't
man.
be
And
it
that's
can't
why,
be.
and that's why I call myself a rapper first, then a producer. You feel
But that's why I had to
me?
bring you on the pod, bro, because you are also a producer and a good one and a great one. And I wanted, everybody's got to get represented, And I know a lot of the people I've spoken to so far are kind of in a certain realm, but I got like some other shit coming up too. But I want to make sure to
Hell yeah.
evenly represent everything across this, this thing that we're all doing because you know shit's important. Honestly, shit is very
Yeah, man.
important.
I appreciate you having me for real, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got to do the Mount Rushmore, the beat maker, producer, not Fiero's personal Mount Rushmore. Not that we love Mount Rushmore. We don't fuck with what they did to the Native Americans, but as a concept, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Um, I mean, I'm gonna go. Obviously, the two I mentioned earlier, Doom, Rock.
Yeah,
Um, I got I got Alk up there.
absolutely,
I got Alchemist, Madlib. These is you feel me?
of course.
And I'm trying to do this without mentioning Dilla, bruh.
I mean, hey, bro, I don't know why, because
Hey, you
it's
feel
not.
me? I'm trying to like. I feel like my answers already sound hella like typical and shit.
Nah, they're typical
But
for a reason. I tell everybody this.
I'll
Ain't not
go with a more current name, Nicholas Craven. You feel me? I'm sure you could.
hell yeah.
Nicholas Craven, man.
Shout out Craven.
His,
You got like a respectfully. You remind me of Craven. A
I
lot of
was gonna
times.
say, I'm sure you could hear like definitely like you feel me, the drumless, the chops and shit, all that.
Craven's
His
a
his
beast.
shit's is crazy, man.
Craven's really a beast with this beat shit, man. And
Hell yeah.
you know one thing about Craven is like that dude is super tapped in and he shows love. Like I you know I don't even think I've reached out to him before he reached out to me. He hit me up on some like cool. Like I'm not even saying this shit to sound cool. I'm saying like bro is a good dude. Like he reached out like yo man, your shit's fire. Keep working. I'm like how did you what? You know what I mean? Like you don't got to do that. So like people like him, people like DiBiase, people who are always like still trying to inform
Man,
people on the way up that like their shit, they're I don't know, just trying to help out with this whole shit. Like it goes deeper than the
absolutely,
music.
bro.
You know what I mean? In terms of my influence.
Yeah, that's just fire. I do be seeing y'all like chopping or like talking on Twitter and shit for sure. And I think he's reposted something of mine. I think I did a joint with one of my boys and he like reposted it or something. I did a joint with my boy Abomination Winter.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah, I remember him like sharing it on Instagram or something. I thought that was dope.
yeah. He not
But
stingy
yeah,
with the love, man. And I
hell
appreciate that.
yeah.
We all gotta kind of stick together, bro. Ain't nobody in this motherfucking shit actually Hollywood.
Nah, absolutely, man.
We gotta
Absolutely, bro.
uplift. And in the spirit of uplifting, I should ask the final thing. Just anybody you want to shout out, man. Anybody you've been working with, anybody you've been listening to, anybody whose name you would like to say on the pod, and just you know what I mean. You got the floor to take us out of here with just old school, man. Shout outs.
Yeah, man. Shout out Flipper B Club, man.
You damn right.
Shout out shout out DiBiase, man. The anniversary's coming up.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been dope to be a part of that movement. You know, I used to go to the events as like a fan the first year, and just to like be a part of that shit. That shit is crazy, man. The movement's growing. You already know. You know, y'all running it out there in Philly too and shit.
All day.
Shout out my guy Big Daddy Chop. He's been like my most frequent uh collaborator. You feel me? The homie. You feel me? I'm making shit with him all the time. Shout out all my folks out here, Nimsons, man.
Yes, sir.
My folks 89s, Haru, everybody, all the producer homies out here, Quattro. Drigo,
Hell yeah.
Ant, my boy Coyote Low, everybody, man. I'm trying to Supreme. Bruh, shout out to a lot of these motherfuckers I've been listening to lately, man. I've been listening to a lot of Brain Orchestra, man. Some of my favorite drums in the game right
Yeah,
now. Shout out folks like Derivato, man. Been listening to his shit a lot lately, man. His last project is crazy. One of my definitely one of my favorites as of recent and shit.
for sure.
And just shit I've been listening to lately, man. Earl, that new Earl, of course, man. Been a lot of inspiration lately. A lot of dope music this year, bruh.
Yes, sir.
And shout out my guy Q, man. My guy
Already.
Q, no rap name.
You already know, bro. We
Crazy,
locked in.
man. Keep going crazy. Absolutely, man.
You know,
I forgot a few names. You feel me?
I'm gonna say,
Damn, I can't even.
come on,
Gray
bro.
Fox, Side Quest, man.
I'm
Keith
about to
Ledger.
say,
You
nigga.
feel me? All the homies. I can't forget no names, bro. It's hella people out there,
Nah, I
man.
feel you, brother. Shout out to SideQuest and Keith Ledger, man. Shout out my guy. Shout out to V, man. Shout out Shikari.
Hell
I mean,
yeah. Shout out to V. Hey, CJ, come on, bro.
DJ Eve Six.
Come on.
Shout out to the whole Vallejo. Shout out to the whole Oakland. Shout out San Francisco.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? San
Shout out
Jose.
Oakland, man, the Bay, Time Bennett. Shout out Philly, man. Come on. Shout out
Shout
the
out
East
Philly.
Coast.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. We it's just it's kindred spirits, man. Like Philadelphia and Oakland are locked in several ways. You know what I
You
mean?
feel me?
Just like
The Philly A's,
spiritually.
man. Philadelphia
The
A's.
Philadelphia A's, bro. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Out here like Wilt. And I mean and the Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah, we been locked in. So, you know what I mean? From the town all the way to the city of brotherly love, man. We about to sign this shit off the right way. And once
Yes,
again,
sir.
Nan Fiero, my brother, thank you. This is
My bro.
episode 16. Damn. Episode
Sheesh.
16. Sweet 16, bro. The 16 Yetta. We out this
The
joint.
Sweet 16, bro. Come on.
Come
16 bars is only right.
all day, bro. And hey,
Come on.
Nan, thank you, my man. I seriously appreciate you stopping by the show, bro. Always.
It's good, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, bro. Anytime.
Anytime. And everybody at home listening, make sure you go take care of your peoples and take your dog for a nice long walk and change the water bowl and shit, man. You know what I mean? Brush your teeth. Clean that little spot behind the toilet.
Yeah.
Get it together. And
And
we'll see you on the
don't
next
use
one.
dog.
Type shit. Hey, peace, brother.
Peace, buddy.